Welcome to this video that discusses Analytic Solver Platform's Answer Report. After Solver has found a solution to a model, the Answer Report will be available under Reports Optimization. When Answer is selected, Solver will produce a report that summarizes the original and final values of the decision variables and constraints, with information about which constraints are binding or satisfied with equality of the solution, and which constraints have slack. At the top of the Answer Report, you'll find the message that appears in the Output tab of the Solver task pane, the name of the Solver engine used to solve the problem, and statistics such as the time, iterations, and subproblems required to solve the model. First, we have the objective function with the original and final values. Next, we have the decision variables with their original and final values, as well as variable type. In this case, all the variables are normal. Next, we see the constraints with their final cell values, a formula representing the constraint, and a status column that lists whether the constraint was binding or non-binding at the solution. If the constraint is non-binding, then the slack value will be displayed. The slack value is the difference between the final value and the upper or lower bound imposed by the constraint. A binding constraint which is satisfied with an equality will always have a slack equal to 0. This report was created with outlining turned on. In an outlined report, the decision variables and constraints can all be collapsed or expanded. To toggle this feature on and off, simply click here. This ends this video on the Answer Report. To contact our technical support staff, click the link that appears on the screen now.